They're just so psyched up to get back on the court as they wrapped up their series with Golden State last Wednesday. And both these teams have been playing some great basketball. The Timberwolves 8-2 in the playoffs as McDaniels knocks down the first shot of this series. They're 4-1 on the road in these playoffs, the Timberwolves.
That's a great sign for Jaden McDaniels, who has absorbed more offensive responsibility, and when his jumpers go in, his game elevates to another place.
Jalen Williams dribbles it off his foot. He thought it was off Edwards' foot. It's a turnover. And speaking of turnovers, we say this every game that Oklahoma City plays for their opponent. Turnovers and limiting them is the key to victory.
Well, that is the key. Both teams know how to turn over their opponent. As you see, Jaden McDaniels getting going early. The thing that I'm looking for is last year when the Timberwolves came into the conference finals, they were coming off a Game 7. They were a little exhausted, a little beat up, and they were playing catch-up. Let's see if they can get out in front of this OKC team.
And they lost the first 2 games at home against the Mavericks last year. Gilgeous-Alexander, a rare air ball. The Thunder admitted they were nervous to start Game 7. They fell behind by 11 and then wound up with a dominant blowout win. Edwards against Holmgren, step back 3, got it. What a it out McDaniels, back to Randall. Randall hesitated on the first 3, comes up short. Here comes Williams. They'll run and run and run. Gilgeous-Alexander defended by Conley on a foul. Jalen Williams, a great Game 7 the other afternoon. Can't get that one to go. Naz Reid comes out of the pack. Randall bump on a lot of versatility in their roster. Can play big, can play small. Edwards' jump shot is good. And Edwards has knocked down his first 2.
And one of the reasons why you go small is because with Naz Reid, he spaces the floor. It's different than Rudy Gobert. That's going to be a big impact on Chet Holmgren's playing time.
Beautiful drive from SGA. Couldn't finish. Edwards comes out of the pack. Jason Wallace, a great young defender. Edwards having problems, now backs in, and stolen by Williams. Jalen Williams, open floor, gets the bump, layup blocked by Edwards. And Reid comes the other way. Conley, the hesitation, floats it up, misses that one, fight for the rebound.
Recovery, you're not giving up an easy 2 in a conference final.
Gilgeous-Alexander, this time draws the foul.
The stress under duress of game condition clock, he feels like he's taken another step.
Minnesota 4-point lead, but they already have 14 fouls. Conley back to McDaniels. Randall drives on Hartenstein. Teammates last year in New York. Leans in. Wild shot. Doesn't get the bounce. Hartenstein with a rebound. SGA trying to draw free throws already in 4.5 minutes.
It's a reason NBA Twitter likes to call him the free throw merchant, Mike.
Julius Randle given some space and knocks down the 3. Randle playing against some of the best team basketball. The previous series averaged 25 points, 7.5 assists. Beautiful spin move and a little English. SGA with a sweet play. He has 7 of their 9 points. The Randle-Jalen Williams matchup will be fun. Hartenstein knocks it away on the double team. Wallace, alley-up to Hartenstein. Defense to offense, OKC style.
And you saw this against Jokic in the last round. They force him to low assist, high turnovers. If you're turning your back against them, it is very, very difficult.
McDaniels. Randall gets a good look from the corner, and that's another 3 for Julius Randle.
Boy, his 3-point shot is going. That's usually trouble. But you're right, Richard. If you're at the nail, you're middle of the floor, and you're turning your back, that is lights out against Oklahoma City.
Lou Dort, nobody near him, plenty of time, but comes up short.
This is not pre-rotating. They're staying at the wing. Yeah. But you're fine. Go. Come here, Bob! Come here, Bob!
Tim Connolly, president of basketball operations, has made some risky deals that have turned out to be just fantastic for Minnesota. He didn't think they were risky. Randall gets inside, back out DiVincenzo, fires away, 3-pointer won't go. Naz Reid with 2 hands, but can't get the follow. Battle for the boards, McDaniels comes away with it. Wallace takes it right away.
While it didn't work out there, Mike, you're starting to see the Minnesota size. When Hartenstein is away from the rim, those bigs from Minnesota can eat.
lethal from mid-range.
Boy, this guy, he's drawn 4 fouls by himself, and he is starting to cook offensively.
DiVincenzo thought he got hit there. Timberwolves bench not happy. SGA drives, hands it off to Dort. Jalen Williams, the other Thunder All-Star this year.
To come back and make the same shots in Game 7. Listen, this is part of the process for one of the youngest teams in the league.
Edwards looking for the screen. Wallace runs over it. McDaniels left open, now drives, lost the handle, picked up by Williams. Again in the open floor. They call that a dunk.
Around Shea.
As Reed kicks it out in the corner. DiVincenzo fires away, hits the three.
You're going to have to make those, Mike, because the priority for Oklahoma City is pack the paint. They think they're good enough to do both pack the paint and sprint out, but you've got to make those shots.
Holmgren gets inside, knocked out of his hands, and he can real time. That's just so tough. All officials will tell you the hardest call for them right now in the NBA are the out-of-bounds calls.
Right, Mike, but if you're Oklahoma City, you challenge an out-of-bounds play early and don't have one the rest of the way.
So Jalen Clark has a long three-pointer from Alexander Walker. Clark getting the minutes because he played so well against SGA during the regular season, or as well as you can play. That might be the MVP. Holmgren drives on Reed, and a running shot, banker in and out. And Edwards grabs the rebound. Edwards is averaging 8 rebounds a game as DiVincenzo pulls back. Naz Reid, that effortless three-pointer, won't go down. Minnesota 5 for 10 from 3. OKC is 0 for 4. Holmgren goes to the basket, and that's going to be a time. But obviously has the trust of their coach.
Well, there was a game earlier this year where 26 half-court matchups against Shea. He not only held up well, he made it very difficult on him. So you give him a look here, Richard, if you're Chris Finch.
Oh, DB, if you have your coach's confidence to come in the Western Conference Finals and play right away, that is
all the free throws for OKC and all the threes for Minnesota. Edwards got whacked in the face there. Alexander Walker off the dribble. Shot won't go.
And the one that Minnesota shot was a technical 2 seconds ago.
DiVincenzo. The runner off the glass, too strong. Clark comes up with the rebound. A 24-second violation. So you're saying at the end of the first quarter when they're handed the stat sheet, they're like, oh, we haven't taken a free throw yet. They're very well aware.
Oh, yeah, they're going to go to the officials and say, we haven't shot any free throws. Anthony Edwards is not getting fouled. Julius Randle's not getting fouled. That's the argument that the officials are going to hear at the end of the quarter.
Well, they've been hearing it here at the quarter, that's for sure. Isaiah Joe rattles that one in. They got so many different guys that can knock down threes and defend the heck out of you. And they tied it up at 20. That's their first three-pointer. Final minute here in what's been a long opening period. Alexander Walker, that one halfway down. Clark on the follow, banks it in.
But their offensive rebounding is starting to take a toll against Oklahoma City. And think about it, you are so downsized. No Chet, no Isaiah on the floor, so it's got to be team rebounding if you're OKC.
Clark not out there for offense. Got that one to go. Outlet pass deflected, but DiVincenzo able to hold it on. Edwards so far, his first 2 shots, 6 points. Drives inside, won't go, but a foul. Shot clock turned off. Minnesota's been in the penalty for a long time here in the first, so no fouls to give. 5 seconds to go. McDaniels on SGA, pulls back, 2-point jump shot, short, and that will end the first quarter. A little sloppy for Minnesota with turnovers, but